Hello guys, welcome to lesson 1 from the leadership class at the Waiters Academy. What is leadership and how to become one? Before we start with the class, I want to give you some personal advice. Become a great leader, not because people will like you and follow you, not because your team will reach its goals quickly and efficiently, and not because you will achieve great things. All this is amazing and it's going to happen. But I want you to be a leader because of the impact and the legacy you will leave behind. Every human being should strive to become the best version of themselves they could possibly be. Great leaders live exciting and fulfilled lives. They leave amazing legacy. And that's what the future holds for you too. So best of luck. Hey guys, if you like our content, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget, we offer a complete training for restaurant employees on our website, and for many of you it is free. Link is in the description, so check it out. In this video we will discuss what is leadership and how to become a leader. But let's first establish what is not leadership. Being a manager or supervisor does not make you a leader. Having a formal position will make people follow you and execute your order based on the authority of your job. But that doesn't make you a leader. That doesn't mean that you cannot become one. We will continue this discussion assuming that you are a manager who wants to become a great leader, or you are someone who inspired to be a leader and become a manager. The most simplistic explanation about leader is a person who has followers, who follow you based solely on trust. You trust them that they will do the right thing, and they trust you that you will make the right decision. This building of trust is a long process. You don't become a leader from today till tomorrow. It happens slowly and invisibly over time. But one day, when you look back, you will be amazed by the change you have achieved. You won't know the exact day you have become a great leader, but you will know the exact day you have decided to become one. That day is today. Today you have decided to care about the people around you, to bring value to them, to ask the simple question, hey, how you doing today? And genuinely care about the answer. Not just asking, hey, how you doing today? And just walk away, not even waiting for the answer. This is not leadership. If you ask question, how you doing today? You want to hear the answer. And if you hear an answer that you don't want to hear, you show empathy, you take charge, you try to help. That's what leadership means. Those little innocuous things that you do over and over and over again slowly but surely turn you into a leader. The funny thing about that process is that you cannot take breaks. You cannot behave as a great leader today and as a complete ass tomorrow because something happened in your personal life. You have to behave as a leader 365 days a year. And let's make sure that you understand. Being nice to people does not make you a great leader. There is so much more to that. And that's what we are going to discuss right now. So what are the characteristics of a leader? Before we start discussing the specific traits, I want to make something crystal clear. Leadership leads to success. But there is no sustained success without self-discipline. So no matter what goals you're chasing, make sure that you develop great self-discipline. Because without that, every person, even a person of great qualities, without self-discipline, is destined to failure. So, leaders have to radiate a positive energy. I put this as a first characteristic because without positive attitude and positive outlook on the job, you will never become a leader. All right? A positive outlook establishes you as a man or as a woman that everybody wants to be around because they trust you that you will find the solution. You have to make yourself 100% certain that there is a solution to any problem. Any problem, no matter how hard it looks right now in front of you, there is a solution. You will find it, implement it, and everything is going to be all right. And that's what a positive attitude means. Positive attitude doesn't mean that the house is falling down and you're just running around and screaming, everything is fine, everything is fine. No, that's not a positive attitude. That's dumb shit. Another characteristic of a leader: proactive attitude. You cannot stay and watch a situation to develop so you can react. You have to act if you think that it's possible a situation to develop and prevent of developing a bad situation. That's what active attitude means. You don't hesitate, you don't wait, you take action now. Great leaders delegate tasks 100%. What that means? You delegate a task to a staff member and you trust this staff member 100% that he will do or she will do the job, and you don't micromanage. You say exactly that. I trust you. You have everything you need to make it happen. But if you have any doubt, if you have any difficulties, my door is always open. Come, let's discuss it. I will help you and you can make it further. Now, that doesn't mean that you can delegate a task. For example, you have a new employee, he's a commie, but your chef de rang just called sick and you delegate the task of this commie that just started the job to run the station and you expect that he will finish the job. That's not great leadership. That's a terrible leadership. A lot of people do it. And then, of course, when the employee makes mistakes, you just go over there and start screaming at her or him. This is the worst type of leadership. We have this. It happens many times during my career. Do not allow that to happen. You delegate the task to the people that you trust that they can make it. If they put their heart and their soul into it, they will make it. And then you back off and let them do it. That's what great leadership means. But you establish that up front. Hey, I give you this task. I know you have it. I know you can do it. If you put your mind into it, your heart into it, you will make it. But of course, if you have any problems, any doubts, come, let's discuss it. I will give you some advice and you will finish it. That's what great leadership is. Approachable. Leaders have to keep their doors open. We already discussed it at the previous characteristic. You have to keep your door open. You never know 100% what's going on in your restaurant. in your stuff or whatever you're doing, because there's always something hidden. And you have to keep your door open so people can come to you and talk to you. You need the feedback, all right? So be approachable. Simple, very simple, but very powerful trait of a leader. Lead by example. Many people say, man, that's BS. What that means? It doesn't mean nothing. Nah. Lead by example means that you do exactly what do you expect your employees to do or your followers to do. That's what means lead by example. If you expect your waiters to sell the chef specials, make sure that you're approaching a table, everybody else is busy, you approach a table, you sit them on the table, you bring the menu, make sure you also introduce the chef specials. If you expect your waiters to finish their side work after the job is done, after the service hours, make sure you finish your side work as well. If you want everybody to clean their station, to keep it clean during the service hours, make sure you keep your side, desk clean as well. All those little things. You lead by example means that you do as you expect everybody else to do on the team. That's what it is, nothing else. A great leader has to be accountable. It's very hard. Probably this is the hardest characteristic of a leader. You have to be able to take responsibility for the mistakes of your team. How many times we see a manager goes and starts screaming at the staff? Somebody made a mistake and you just start cursing or start calling names or just verbally abusing them or whatever because they made a mistake. It's your mistake, man, because you're the leader of the team. You assign this task to this person. You should have made sure that this person is capable of doing it. And if you were not, and if you had any doubts, you should have never assigned this task to them. And if you think that this person is just incapable of doing any of the tasks that you can assign to him, then why do you keep this man or girl on your team? All right? Taking responsibilities of the mistakes of your team is the hardest thing to do. All right? Blaming the team for their mistakes and just, it's not my fault. This girl or this guy did that. It's not my fault. I explain everything, but they just stupid or they not capable of. Okay, that means you will never become a leader. You will never have people following you based on trust, based on authority, based on your position. Yes, they will. But behind your back, everybody will say what exactly they think, and it's not going to be pretty. Another characteristic, decisiveness. A leader has to be decisive. You cannot just stay in front of you a problem. Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I do that? I've seen a leader like that. I've seen leaders like that. They think they're leaders, but everybody around you is laughing, all right, behind your back. You have to be able to take decisions on the spot, especially in rush hours, in a restaurant. We have to take decisions with minimum information that we have. It's got to be quick. It's got to be efficient. You should not be afraid. You take a decision, you stand by it, execute it, and then, of course, if it's the wrong decision, you take responsibility. Be accountable for it. Don't try to kick it to somebody else and make them the victim and you are just clean hands, nothing. It's not my fault. All right? We make wrong decisions all the time because we base those decisions on limited information and we make them quick because we just don't have time in the restaurant, especially in the rush hours, to make a right decision and the perfect decision. All right? Do not be afraid. Be decisive. That will help you a lot. Now, guys, you have to understand, becoming a leader is a long process. You have to work on all those traits. Acquiring those traits, it takes a long time, and you have to work on them. You have to work, and then because every trait is a skill, all right? Those leadership skills, you work on every one of these leadership skills, and you put them in your character, and you implement them in your daily job. Slowly, you're building your character and you're turning into a leader. Now, what are those leadership skills and how to acquire them? We're going to talk in lesson 2. That was all for lesson 1. Make sure, guys, that you understand the basics of a leader and understand being a leader is not easy, not at all. But as I said, it's exciting and makes your life fulfilled.